football. It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I wanted to get my thoughts on the whole Vergil Ortiz situation because a couple people have asked me about when I'm making a video about that. So here it is for those who asked. Vergil Ortiz, he pulled out of the Stanionis fight for the second time. It got pretty bad. He had to get rushed to the emergency room. And it really just, there's two sides to this, right? On one hand, it is quite sad because Vergil Ortiz is one of the bright young talents in boxing. And he's someone that, you know, right now at this moment in time, forget boxing. It doesn't even look like he's healthy enough to box because every time one of these fights come up, he's pulling out of fights for rhabdomyosis and other conditions, and you just hate to see it because Vergil Ortiz brings a lot to the table, and you know, you don't want to see you don't want to see a young upcoming fighter like that who's shown so much already not get his opportunity, his moment in the sun, so to speak, to show what he can do at the highest levels, and he's right there. That's one side of it. But then the other side of it, where I think, let's just be real, I think Vergil and his team has been getting a little bit of a pass because he's nice and people like him and his style. Truth be told, the whole Stanionis situation is, and it has been, extremely unprofessional. Everyone, I keep hearing everybody say, "Oh, it's sad what's happening to Vergil and this, that, and the third." But what about Stanionis? Nobody gives a damn about Stanionis and how Vergil Ortiz and his team and their lack of professionalism have wasted a year of his career. That's the real story in this. So, you know, thankfully, you know, justice has prevailed in the WBA because of all the wasted time from Vergil Ortiz and his camp. Or Stanionis is going to be the mandatory challenger for the WBA, so that's a good thing. But with that being said, I feel like, you know, there needs to be a really hard look taken at Vergil Ortiz's team because unprofessional is not even. It's unprofessional. Like, you can cut it however you want. You may like it, you may not like it, but when you go into a fight and the fight gets postponed 3 times, and 2 out of those 3 times was because you couldn't make weight or you had a condition, there has to be a look taken to, and then there needs to be some serious conversations had. If Vergil is going to continue to box, you know, his father, Virgil Ortiz Sr., he needs to be talking to. I don't know if they got a nutritionist, but if they don't, they're going to need to get one, and if they do, they need to fire him because Vergil Ortiz, his life is being played with, and it's being in danger. So they need to, if he's going to continue to box, two things. Number one, it can't be at 47 anymore. That much is certain because he can't make the weight. We all knew that the first time, but then you had Vergil and his dad say, "Oh no, it wasn't the weight. It was something else. It was overtraining or whatever." But you're probably overtraining because you're trying to cut down the weight. He's big. We all saw the picture last year when he stood next to Brian Castano, and he was bigger than Brian Castano. And Brian Castano was a solid, you know, good size 154-pounder, and he was bigger than him. So Vergil could fight as high as 160 if he chose to, and truthfully, that's where I think he should go. But that's just me. Unprofessional. I'm not wishing bad on them. I'm not trying to talk bad, but we're not going to give Vergil Ortiz and his team a pass. The way this whole Stanionis thing has played out has been nothing short of unprofessional. You know, when you sign a contract, it doesn't matter if you're a nice guy, a mean guy, knockout artist, slick boxer, fan favorite, or a fighter nobody cares about. When you sign a contract, it is your job as the fighter and the team of the fighter, most importantly, the team of the fighter as well, just as important as a fighter, to make sure everything is done for your fighter to healthily make the weight. And if you ignore the signs and the fighter doesn't make the weight multiple times, then you have a situation like this where weight bullying goes wrong. Because let's call a spade a spade. Vergil's huge for 147. It is weight bullying. Let's just be real. Weight bullying goes wrong, and now you don't want to. Now you're in a situation now where your career is stagnated. You've lost momentum, and ultimately, like, now he's gonna have to rebuild that momentum back up again, and he's gonna have to do that now with his health being, you know, in a bad place, with just a lot of things going against him. So yeah, I hate to see it, but it's unprofessional as of a situation as I can see. I don't know if I could blame Virgil, because Virgil's just gonna go in there and train and be a fighter, but his team, his dad, and anybody else involved, the manager, Rick Regan, they all deserve some blame, because they all have contributed to him staying at 147 longer than he probably should have. So speedy recovery. You know, God bless Virgil. I'll keep him in my prayers. I don't wish bad on the guy. I've met him in person. He's a nice person, but you call a spade a spade. Great fighter, great talent, great jab. Love the Virgil Ortiz jab. I was pissed off I didn't get a chance to see it, because I love the Virgil Ortiz jab. But he's not getting a pass. And you know, I have a lot more to say if the WBA didn't already make Stanionis the mandatory challenger, but they've done the right thing. So I'm not gonna sit here and get all butthurt and out of shape, because, you know, Stanionis has gotten rewarded for, you know, waiting around. And last thing, and I'll end the video on this note. I did my last video. One of my last videos I did. I talked about Stanionis and Romain Villa, and a lot of these sensitive ass Boots fans said, "Oh, you're being a Stanionis hater," and I'm not being a Stanionis hater. I said nothing but good things in that video about Stanionis, including the fact that I think that he's a better welterweight than Earl Spence, which many people would disagree with. But his fans, his soft ass fans, got in my comment section and said, "Oh, well, BT, you're hitting on Stanionis," which is not true. I love Stanionis, one of my favorite fighters. I love Stanionis. But anytime you don't praise Stanionis like he's the next Jesus Christ himself of boxing, then you're a hater. And I'm bringing it up to say this. A lot of his fans were saying, "Oh, well, Boots should just stay at 147 and just wait around for Spence and Crawford." No, or wait for them to vacate. Because I said that Boots should consider a move to 154. And I'm like, okay, well, stay at 147 and let those two dictate and see how that goes for you. Look what that's got him already. 31-0, 27 knockouts, no world title shot yet. And you want to stay there. You want him to stay there and wait. Now he could wait. Like Stanionis could wait, and he could probably pick up a title, because, you know, I think the winner of Crawford Spence will probably vacate the belts, and the belts will fragment. So we'll get a chance to do that. But you go to 54, you know, you can meet Crawford and Spence at 54, right? They'll be there. They're both gonna move up after this fight. You got Tim Tszyu there. You got better opponents. There's more of a chance of Ennis being kept active if he goes 54, because of the options that are there. Castaño, Mendoza, Lubin, Fundora, Tszyu, Crawford, Spence, probably even Thurman, I think, will be willing to go up, because they were talking about Thurman fighting Spence at 154. So I'm just saying, big picture, it would make more sense, including Virgil, including the original point of our video, which is Virgil. You can make the Boots Virgil fight is more than likely going to happen at 54 if it ever happens, right? So that's what I'm saying. You can't sit there and just wait. You know, go at 54. It's going to get hot in a couple years. So that's my take on Virgil Ortiz, and I guess my take on some of the things people said in my Boots video as well. But leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. It's hot as shit out here. Like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We're here at the Hatanaka Boxing Gym in Nagoya, Japan. And for more great videos just like this one, make sure you guys click right here.